Hey folks, we're back. Session number 3 about this assessment, evaluation, checklist, preventive maintenance inspection, yes and no checklist that we've been talking about. So this one is, again, I want to remind you, it's unscripted. So there could be some flaws in here, just like we do it in a live session at trade shows, just like we do it on one-on-ones with customers, just like we do it many times in our lives as coaches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here so we can all be on the same screen and talk at the same information. Okay, prior we covered the first 20 questions. Now we're going to do the last 10. So number 21, do you utilize direct mail advertising? The question is just simply, do you do direct mail? Have you done direct mail? Do you know the pros and cons of direct mail? Or do you know enough to say, no, I don't want to, or yes, I do? 22, do you have business huddles on the hour? We call them huddles. It's like a football team. How many times in a game do they huddle? After every single play. You need to be doing company huddles. All right, let's make sure we're on the right one here. Okay, now 23, do you have a board process to enhance production? I believe the thing that's missing in most shops is a production process, a production system, if you will, and standard procedures, and on top of that, standard operating processes that you can run your business with. Okay, now we've got question number 24. Do you do a weekly session called an SPS? That's a staff process system. An SPS is where you sell the sizzle and you tell them, why are we here? So it's a performance session with your team every single week. Number 25, do you do a weekly mentoring session with each one of your staff members? We call that an SMS, a staff mentoring session. Absolutely mission critical to have all this in place. Do you have a weekly systems training session, what we call an STS? An STS. Do you have a coaching session for unacceptable behavior, which is a staff behavior session? So if I see Joe doing something that is not right, it's not good behavior, it's something that's not following the system, he's not following the routine, I need to call him to the side and explain to him what's going on. Don't wait, do it now. Do you have a weekly one-on-one session with each staff member? We call them SOS. This is where you make emotional deposits, as my friend Brian Gillis says. So during the week, you can take those emotional deposits and take some of those out as a withdrawal. Weekly, you put them back in. This is all about that personal touch with the people that work for you. Knowing who their kids are, where they are, what they're involved. It's not being buddies with them, but it's an SOS. Do you have a continuous recruiting process in place? And again, we're talking about bench strength. How often do your technicians turn over? How often do your service advisors turn over? Do you know when they're going to and not? If you aren't continuous recruiting and you don't have a bunch of people sitting on the bench to come to work for you, you're in trouble. Question number 30. If you had a magic wand and you could wave it to make your business better, what would it be? And what would you have to do? First of all, I want you to think, what would I do first? What would I do second? What would I do third? Now, I want to put this all in a bow for you. Once you get these 30 questions answered, and you have your assessment, your valuation, your tools to now make firm decisions in your business of what's going to move your needle. If you think about every one of these questions, every one of these posed to you encompasses three P's. It's about the people. It's about the process, and it's about the profits. If you get those 3 P's in place, my friends, your life, your team's life, your customers will be more satisfied, and you will make more money. And you will become a business leader instead of a business owner. So the business doesn't own you anymore. You own the business. Wouldn't that be great? Thanks for your time. Hope you take the assessment, evaluation, checklist, and let me help you with that. Thank you for your time. Stay blessed.